Good morning, good morning. I'm gonna get set up here. Let me post this to the group. And this. This one. Alright, perfect. I want to set up this 3-minute because the 5 minutes always bad on Tuesday, but the 3 minutes usually good. So let's do. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright. Let's break down the chart in a second. I'm just gonna shut this door in 1 second. Hey Gary, welcome. It's crazy because we broke above, and that was such a fake out. We went to the level at 12,871, kind of resisted for a second, and then pushed further up to 7.9, and then just failed right back into the same area. Alright, so let's break this down. So this is already set for the day. Oh, where's my chop zone words? I gotta bring all this over each day. I wonder if they... if there's a way to, like, have it move as the day moves. Probably not. Alright. Alright, so we are sitting on the pivot target. So we've already essentially hit the ultimate target. We could obviously move lower and maybe target some of these levels, or this really strong 650. The chop zone is 12,904 to 1323. So a little bit more than 100 points. So big, but not super big. We had this big move down yesterday, a fake run up. First we had a fake out to the downside, then we had a big move up, and then we had a big move down. Just like huge ranges yesterday. So we'll see what happens today. ES zone is in a short over here, so we'll see how that plays out. Again, the zones are just being tested. If you're new to the stream, I'll put this here. So you can just do that for a second. But LIS is the yellow. So again, all the dotted lines are all the proprietary levels that change every day. This is LAS. This is the central pivot. And then the solid blue lines are just my levels, along with the solid red lines. And then the chop zone changes every day too, so. All right. So the market's gonna open in 5 minutes. Not much going on. I do have, I fixed my 1 minute, so I have them set up. Wait. Oh. I think Maybe I have the thing where, why are they not showing up here? I feel like the same thing happened yesterday. But maybe they are there. I don't know. That's weird. I might just have to close this 1 minute chart and redo them. I have a few minutes, so I could do that. I do bold break switch, and then bold cross switch. Bold break switch is the first one, and then bold cross switch is the one that starts at 10. Change the account, okay. Bold break switch, load, 1 minute. And how's it showing? Oh, good. Now they're both showing. Maybe it was just something with the chart. I don't know. That was funky. Change the account, apply, okay. All right, then turn them on. All right, cool. Oh, you know what else I need to fix? Hold on 1 second. Oh, it was already on there. All right, it was already on the account, so then you guys can see it when it actually trades. Since the other day I didn't have it on there. All right, the 1 minute chart is set up. Let me rename this. Really not a lot going on. We already had a pretty good move here down at 3 a.m. So we'll see. We'll see if we come back up. Maybe we'll come back up to the chop zone and refall, or this is kind of a choppy area. Come back up to the LIS and move back down. Obviously, I'm not looking for longs here. The market's going to open in 2 minutes. So if you're new, I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30, breaking down the NASDAQ chart, and then also showing you my auto trading algorithm live. So for the algorithm, I have a few things set up today. The 2 zone algos are on simulation, and then on my account, I have the 2 1 minutes. So the bold break switch, bold break, bold cross, and then I also have the 15-minute range, which is like 88% on the month. It didn't take any trades yesterday. It took 1 trade on Friday. It took 2 last Thursday, 2 last Wednesday, and 1 last Tuesday. It actually didn't trade last Monday either, which is fine because sometimes Mondays can be a little whipsaw and confusing. So that's totally fine. I'm going to move this one over since it's going to be more active. This 3 minute I also have on simulation. Different people in the group like the 3 minute or the 5 minute better. I don't really run either, but the 5 minutes usually crap on Tuesday, so I'm running the 3 minute in sim just to see if it does well today. But like the 5 minute yesterday was green, 900 early on, and I think it gave some back, and then it went back to 900. I don't know. One of my members was telling me. So if you like, 3 minutes already in a long, but I think I changed this into settings to actually not run until after 9:33. So the market's open. Let's see what happens here. This might hit target. The ES zone took a loss for 250. It's fine because it was short. All right, so target hit on the 3 minute again. I don't have this live, but I know people in my group that run it. live, so they just hit target. If you appreciate the content and the information given, please give a thumbs up because it really helps. It helps the YouTube algorithm so that more people can learn about futures and get exposure to futures. I think it's a great thing. All right, so again, if we're looking at this at a higher time frame, there's just nothing going on. There's nothing I want to do here. If we break below the pivot, then I'll definitely look to take a short back down to 800. Oh, look. Going back to the zone. And again, I don't like to predict things, but I was going to say, we might go back to the zone and then fail again. We might go up to the LIS and fail from there. All just depends. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I appreciate it. If you guys have any questions, you can always post them in the chat, and I'm more than willing to answer them. It seems like the people that come on YouTube are always super quiet and just kind of like watch and look, whereas when I'm live on TikTok and Instagram, I get so many questions. If we leave the zone again, I can take a short. Really, I'd probably wait till under 905. So the only trade that's happened so far is the 3-minute. There's 1 for 1 there. Why can't I see anything? I like this short under 95. We'll see what happens. Why is nothing showing? What? This is really weird. I might just have to close this out. My trade of 8 was acting funny. Oh, there we go. Much better. I got late on this short, which is annoying. And I just got stopped. See this fake out here? It went right back to 95. I got in at 85, so then I got stopped, and then I didn't get back in at 95. And now I'm missing the drop, so I'm just going to leave it alone. But if you got the drop under 95, congrats. Zoo, zoo, zoo. The 1 minute's in a short. Oh, we're back up to 95. I'm short at 95.25. Let's see over here. So we're in a short on the Algo. Ooh, there we go. 260. Did we hit the first target? No, 85 is the first target. And we're short on the Algo and the manual. Well, 05 is my stop. I got stopped. Alright. It is what it is. I'll leave that alone for a second. Got stopped on the 1 minute. We're getting faked out by that 95. I just have to sit on my hands now. The ES zone is in a short. The one that's... I swear if my 95 comes through now. I'm mad I missed the first one, because the first one was an easy win. The second one, I would have been stopped regardless, because I got short at 95, which was perfect. It's just bouncing from 95 back up to whatever, 11. Sometimes the DOM, the price moves out of the DOM so fast that I can't even follow it. You know what I need to do? I need to turn my second monitor vertically. Isn't that what it is? And then, I like this short under 95. And now we're at 83. Well, sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't. This time I didn't get it. It's okay. There's definitely a lot of buyers down here though. Every time it gets, like in this area, it gets a big bounce. We will see, we will see. Oh, thanks for the likes, guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. We're also long in oil right now in the manual group. Oh my gosh, look at that bounce. Look at that bounce at 9:31. Jeez Louise. Alright, so far on the Algo, I'm red. $400 from this 1 minute loss. That's the only trade that's been taken live. The 3 minute had a win for $300. It's 1 for 1. ES on the zone is in a second short right now. I wonder why this isn't showing up. What do I have this on? This is in a second short right now, but it's kind of just hanging out. The first short was red on that zone ES. So, all right, we're getting to move up into the chop zone again, which is an area that I won't trade if you're new. This is my LIS. This is, like, I won't personally trade, but obviously the Algo can trade. So this is the 1 minute again. Hopefully the 1 minute doesn't do me dirty today. The first trade was a loss, but let's see if this one can push through. I'm going to bounce over to the actual 1 minute chart. No, doesn't look like it's going to. Looks like it's going to. Oh. Target is 33. All right, we're back up to entry. Let's see if we can get over this 25. All right, there's 27, 28, 29. Let's go 33. 30. I see 30. 31. 32. Target is 33.50. I saw like 32.50. See if we can push on this one. Obviously, if you're using the algorithm, you can take profit at any point. I don't tell my members to do that, but just if you're new to the stream and you don't know how it works and you think you're just like obligated to stay in it like I do, you're not. You know, you can move this stop loss down, you can push the close button, whatever. You can exit at any time, but I just like to trust the algorithm, and I typically tell my members that they should try to trust it too. All right, back to 31, 32, 33. All right, target hit. So now this $400 loss is only on the day $200 loss. So I'm red $200 on the 1 minute. The 3 minute is still 1 for 1 for $300. And that's it so far. If you appreciate the content, I would love if you would put a thumbs up on the stream. It really helps. And if you have any questions, again, please put them in the chat. I'm more than willing to answer them. Oh, the 3 minutes in along. So, again, my 3 minutes on Sim, I don't really run the 3 minute or the 5 minute. Oh, I'm going to post that the 1 minute is... is 1 for 2. 1 for 2. It's 9:43, so only 14 minutes. So the 3 minute just took a loss there. So now the 3 minute went from being green 300 on the day. Now it's red $50 on the day. So this is in simulation, but this is red. This is live, and this is red. $225. Womp womp. Today's a hard day. The market doesn't know what it wants to do. Yesterday was so smooth. Like, so smooth. Oh, guess what? That ES zone is now green 250. And the break-even offset is in place. So, again, I'm just testing this to see if the 4 minute chart is a good contender. Yesterday, it did well. I think NQ was a slight loss, but ES was green. And this is the break-even offset, which is going to sit there now and stay in the green. If it pulls back up, then it will just be a small win. If it moves down to target, it'll be a $500 win. Just canceled. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. Oh, there was a $40 loss here. Oh, that's fine. Because now look how it's pulling back up. Oh, and that ES. So that ES hit the break even, which sucks because it was just green like 250. But again, look at this market today. Like, I'm not a big fan of looking at, this is a 4 minute chart, but I'm not a big fan of looking at the market on lower time frames necessarily, because look how much smoother it looks here. Like, clearly it found support on the pivot and it's moved up. I'm never taking a trade in the chop zone. I took two, shorts out when it came back out of the chop zone. But my first one had a bad entry, so I was stopped, and the second one was just a stop. All right, the 1 minute's now in a long. All right, target hit. So now the 1 minute is only red, $95 on the day. So this was a big loss. This was a win. This was a win. This was like a $40 loss. And again, on the volt break switch, the losses are different values. So it's not based on just a hard stop loss of, oh, if it gets to, in the red 20 points, it's going to stop out. No, this one has parameters built in the algorithm itself that will tell it when it should get out with a loss. Now, when it comes to target, we do have targets, so it hits profit, it gets out. But the stop loss is based off of several parameters in the background. And if you appreciate this content, please think about pushing that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm just trying to kind of let more people understand that futures are another avenue for trading. I know a lot of people really only trade options or common shares, and they don't know anything about futures, and I really like to educate people on futures, or also just to let you see the auto trading algorithm run live. Did I tell you guys I did a word typing test the other day and I got 80 words per minute with 100% accuracy? Like, that's good. Oh, the NQ zone, which again is in testing, is in a short green $25. So this is everything today, which is pretty boring. So this is the 3 minute, which is on simulation. This is the ES zone, which is on simulation. This is the 1 minute, which is live. So red, $95, not horrible, nothing too exciting. And then my other 1 minute doesn't start until after 10, which is this one. And then my 15 minutes starts at 11 a.m. So you cannot, if you're new and you're not sure, you cannot have things overlapping. Oh, well, target just hit there. Okay, so now my 1 minute is green on the day. And NQ hit the $500 zone target. I can pull this over. So it took a short. I took a short here, and it just hit target for $500. So that was the first zone trade for NQ. So the 1 minute is 3 for 5. For $105. All right. Hey guys, welcome. If you're new here, I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30, If you want to see more information, if you're just on YouTube and you just stumbled upon me, my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok are all boldbot_. If you have any questions, you can privately email me at boldbotllc@gmail.com. My main focus is futures, but specifically the NASDAQ. And then my algorithm and my manual alerts also trade ES, gold, and oil. I don't trade options. I don't trade stocks. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade forex. I know forex is very similar to futures, but I get a lot of people saying, oh, you have no slippage. And that's people from the forex world, because they don't understand that futures, like forex orders are filled on slippage. Futures orders are not. Futures orders are filled just at the buy and the ask, which don't have much space between them, unless you're in a very illiquid product like, what did we used to trade and there would be like a big gap, like copper sometimes. So as long as you're trading a very liquid product like NQ or ES or oil, you're not going to have problems with fills. You're not going to have problems with having a bunch of space in between. Like right here, it's at 12, 9, 14. You're going to get filled right in that area. Yeah, there might be like a point of slippage or 2 ticks of slippage, but you're not going to have like 5 points of slippage like you would in forex, and then that is your cost for the trade. That is how forex brokers make money. They make money off of your slippage entry. Whereas in futures, they make money off of every single trade. They just charge you a flat fee. So every trade that I take in the NASDAQ, round trip is about $4. And so I have to, think about that when I'm coming up with a strategy, because some people will be like, oh, why don't you just do a strategy where you just get 1 point every time? Well, 1 point is $20. And then I have to pay, say $5 in fees. Okay, so now my profit's down to $15. Now the $15, what if I have some losses? It's like something like that's not profitable. You have to at least meet it in the middle. Like here, my target's $200 and I had a loss for $400. That's not typical. Again, it has different ways that it's based. Oh, where's my 95 short again? I'm just too busy talking to take this manual short, but I like the short under 95 that I took earlier. But yeah, so typically a loss here will be around the same as the profit. So like $200, sometimes $300 or $400 like it was this morning, that $400 loss. All right. Nice job, Gary. Gary's green $154. This is his first day back live. Proud of you, Gary. He lives in Dubai. I have so many people across so many different countries. I have people in Australia, people in the UK, people in Canada, and then, of course, a lot of people here in the US. The 3-minute is in a short. We can jump over to that chart. 3 minutes in a short. It's green 95. You can watch it here if you want. We'll see if the 3-minute wants to go back in the green for the day. The target on this is $300. So all of my strategies have different stop losses, different targets. They run on different charts. And they're tailored to different traders. Some are a little riskier. Some are a little more conservative. Like this range is super conservative. It's 88% on the month. It didn't trade yesterday. It took 1 trade on Friday. Took 2 on Thursday, 2 on Wednesday, and then 1 last Tuesday. And it did not trade last Monday. Again, it's up like $10,000 on the month, 88%. It's only had a few losses. How are we doing on this 3-minute? All right, so the target was filled on the 3-minute, which was a $300 hit. We were red a little bit, so now it's green, $245. So now the 1-minute has dug itself out of the red hole that happened right at the beginning of the market open, and now the 3-minute has also, the 3-minute was green at first, and then it had a loss. So the 3-minute is now back green. If you took that short from 95, congrats. You would have done well the first time, and then this time. That middle time definitely would have gotten snagged up. All right, so the ES zone is also in another short. This is the one that hit that break-even offset a little while ago. So again, every time it leaves my chop zone, which is what I show you every morning, this, when it leaves the chop zone, it will then take a trade. So on ES, this is the third trade for the day. The first one was a loss. The second one was a break-even. This one is like getting close that if I was trading this live, I might move my, I might move this down. I might say, okay, I really want to lock up this profit because I don't want it to come back and giving me $50. You know what I mean? So you could do that. Or you could take your target here and move it up a little bit and just say, all right, instead of $500, I'll take $400 or whatever it is. So again, these zones are on sim because I'm seeing if they work well on the 4-minute chart. I've been testing that for a bit now. But the NQ zone is green on the day. If ES can hit target here, or if it just, well, it won't. This setup won't just exit anywhere. It will either hit the offset or it will hit the target. Those are the only two options. The 1 minute's green, the 3 minutes green, the NQ zone is green. The only thing red at this point is the ES zone, which easily could have been green because on that last trade it only made like $50, but it was green like $250 at one point. And look, it's pulling back again. This is going to be like another offset. That sucks. And see, this is where testing is helpful because maybe, hey, maybe that $500 target is too much and ES just can't hit that. And so to stay on top of the market moves and what we're really seeing lately, okay, well, maybe ES can't hit those 500 targets right now. Maybe we need to wait until the market's trending a bit more. All right, let's reduce that target to $400 or $300 because it would have hit $300 on this one and it would have hit $300 on this one because we just saw it at 400. So that would have been an extra 600, and now this negative 100 would be positive 500, or positive 400. So that's how, and that's why, like, I never say, finding setups for the algorithm are easy because they're not. And I've been doing them now for 2.5 years where I spend all of my weekends and all of my nights testing new things or running market replay on new setups, finding, the best charts. Because if you rely on the NinjaTrader, strategy analyzer or whatever it is, it's not always that accurate, especially on charts that are not minute charts. Like, I find the most accuracy to be on the minute charts, but like if you're like, oh, let me try a Renko, it's going to be a hot mess. All right, so it's 10 o'clock. This is my other 1 minute that has set in, which is a bit more of a scalp. Speaking of, I didn't run any of my super scalpers today. But the first 1 minute is done. So it is fully done now for the day at green $105. And now my other 1 minute is running. That is this one. It's in a long, but it might hit the stop loss. This one has a traditional stop loss. And then after this, so it just took a loss for $200. And then after this is done at 11, my range will take over, which is this. Because again, you can't have multiple strategies running on the same product. It's not allowed. Because if you're going in the same direction, that's fine. But, the algorithm is meant for somebody to turn it on and go about their day, go back to sleep, go to work, whatever. So if that's the case, you wouldn't be at your computer manually saying, oh, I'm in a long of the 1 minute and there's about to be a short on the 5 minutes, so I need to make sure that doesn't happen. Like, that's way too much work. So what I just tell people flat out, you can't overlap times. You can't overlap the same product with different strategies during the same time. So, like I do here, I have the 1 minute that goes from 9:30 to 10. Then I have the other one that goes from 10 to 11. Then I have the 15 minute that goes from 11 to 4. So, yeah, if that makes sense. And you don't have to run multiple strategies either. Some people just run range, which again doesn't start until 11 a.m. and it runs 11 to 3:30. So yes, cop car. So it is set up, again, different strategies have different features, but yes, all of them either have a break even or a trail stop, or some have both. I'm hungry today. I don't think I really had dinner last night. I think I had something at like 4 o'clock. And then did I have like, I had some like low fat cheese last night. Maybe a cracker. I don't know. I'm hungry. And again, I don't have to be sitting here. The auto trader, the algorithm is fully automated. I could be still asleep. I could be going to run errands. I don't have to be here. The only reason I'm here is because I like to do these morning calls with my group, and as of recently, I've been doing them live and free on YouTube as well as on TikTok. So I really just, let's see if it hits this limit order to take the short. So I'd like to let people know about the algorithm, about futures. Nice, Gary. Gary's up $200 on the day. It's been 30 minutes. Again, he lives in Dubai, so it's probably almost time for him to go to bed. But for real, you can do this from anywhere. Well, we missed this short. So this one works off of a limit order. That's another thing that's in my settings. And again, I give you the tools when you join. I give you the settings spreadsheet. It tells you what chart to use, what settings to use. You can then also go off on your own and do your own testing. Like if you say, oh, well, I want to test the 30-second chart with a limit order and a small target, you can do that. So you can see it created a new candle. So it took my limit order away. That trade is now invalidated, and we're going to move on and try to find another one. But again, everything's done for you. The entry is put there for you, whether it's a limit order or a market order. It gets you in the trade, and then it gets you out of the trade, either by a stop loss, a trailing stop loss, a break-even offset, or the target being hit. So and this is my higher time frame chart just because I prefer to look at this visually instead of like a 1 minute. How's the 3 minute doing? The 3 minutes still green, 245 on the day. The 1 minute, the first 1 minute's done, locked up 105. The second 1 minute is red from this first trade, 270. So red on the day right now, like $170, $160, whatever. Do you guys like this really big note I have for myself? Would you miss this if this was on your chart? Because when I first had it made, it was like really small and white, and I was like, how am I ever going to see that? I got my hair colored yesterday, so my head, like my scalp is itchy. But if I itch it, then it's like, oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use this pencil. This mechanical pencil. Because I have like clear, like white nails, so I don't want to get like dark hair dye on my white nails. Oh, what a surprise. Look, the market has not done anything since we've opened. Like, let's be honest. Let's be honest. I literally found support at this pivot. It moved back up to the zone. It hung out in the zone. It faked out how many times? And now it's doing the same thing where it's moving back down. This level is at 12,872. This played a big role yesterday. That was the level that we went short at yesterday, and then we hit both targets. So if you remember that. Now look at the support it's giving at 72. But it broke through earlier. So maybe we're going to be moving higher here. If you're one of my students, let me highlight this. You would be able, I wonder if Omar's on this call. Omar, if you're on this call, there's a trade happening on the 3-minute. You should be able to tell me what's going on here. Omar. Report back. Report back. Report back, Omar. 1, 2, 3. So, looks like we're trying to hold. We held this. Now we're holding this. Let's see what happens. Again, I go live every day from about 9:15 to 10:30. So I'll stay on for a little bit longer, showing you the algorithm, the 3 minutes in a short. It's red, like $100 right now. On the trade, it's still in the trade. I can bounce over there. Again, today's just kind of a choppy day. If you start to notice this is never going to work well on lower time frames. Like obviously the 1 minute ended up being green, but choppiness works better obviously on a higher time frame. Now, when you're easily trending, that works well on a lower time frame because you can get in the trades quicker without having to wait for lots of confirmation. But when the market's choppy like this, it's hard for a lower time frame to do well. But in this 3 minute trade, it's now green $75. So we'll see. But just in general, and that's why I really don't run the 3 minute or the 5 minute. I feel like the 1 minute works most days. And if it doesn't, it's not like a huge loss. All right, so target was hit there. So the 3 minute is now green, $545. I can show you guys real time. $545 on the day. 4 trades, 1 loss, which was $355. Each win was $300. The longs are not doing well. So you could also look at this, and in my settings, you could turn off longs or shorts. So if you say, you know what, the longs really aren't doing well this morning, I'm going to run this for a few more hours, let me turn the longs off. You could always do that. Also, the zone on NQ has another short happening. I thought I had this. I guess not. Remember, this already hit target before for $500. It's on simulation, so I'm not getting any of this yummy goodness, but it's still good to see. Oh, we broke the 72. We broke the 72. We're going to invalidate this. Do I have another thing on top of this? And, okay, so I actually have I have something else in the background on this tab that's actually using the same thing. So that just fucked it all up. But this is still green 350. It just doesn't look that way. And this is the ultimate target for that $500. So see if NQ can hit it. All right, NQ hit it. So NQ on the zone is 2 for 2 today. And I can show you that for $1,000. Again, this is on simulation. But I'm testing it. It's been doing well. $1,000, 2 trades, $500 each. We're going back to the pivot. Back to the pivots. This one just took an offset for $20. And I can change this one so they're not on the same charts. Oopsies. Because I don't like my simulation stuff to be on the same charts for the same reason that I don't like my live stuff to be on the same charts. Alright, cool. I fixed that. Oh, the market is dropping. Holy Toledo. How's the 20-minute strat doing at 11 a.m.? No. The 20 minute doesn't do anything. My 20-minute chart is just for visual representation of the market. The 15-minute trades at 11, but it's not 11 yet. It's only 10:10 a.m. So. But if you want to know how it's doing, like, historically, On the month, it's 88%. It's green around $10,000 on the month. And on the year, I posted that actually in the group the other day for new people to see because, what is this? Oh, I love Coastal. He's so nice. He's like, levels are awesome. And he made $1,720. Here, I'll just share this with you guys. Was this today? 8/2? Yep, this was today. And then he forgot to post yesterday. He said, and yesterday. Yesterday he made $542. So this is him manually trading off of the levels that I give and the alerts that I give. Let's give him some emojis and give him some love. And some rocket ships. Alright, and we could see Gary made 194 this morning. And then these were yesterday's results. What I wanted to show you was this. This is since January 1st of 2022. It has made $31,000 on this strategy. And that is with 2 minis per trade. Because there's one at TP1 and then one at TP2. 87% on the year. If you're doing micros, this would be 1/10 of the size, so 2 micros would be $3,100, which isn't great when you obviously have to pay for the membership, but 2 micros is very small, so you could easily have done like 6 micros, and then it would be 3 times this. So, 9,000 for 6 micros over a 7-month period. So, you're still green 2,000 after everything is said and done, which isn't a huge amount, but you're not risking much with small micro sizing. These are the manual alerts that I give, and these are the levels I give every day. So the LIS is given before 8 a.m. every day, and then the swing or the chop zone is given for ES and NQ every day. And I told my members, if they want me to also give the swing zones for oil or gold, I will, but I haven't had that request yet, so I'm just going to keep it as it is. So that was a strong move down. So the NQ zone is 2 for 2. I'm going to put that in the group. Minute is green 545. The 1 minute had a small win, so now it's only red 220. So now I'm only red like 100 on the day. Alright. Very cool. Alright, it's 10:15. I might wrap it up here soon. If you guys don't have any other questions, any other thing you want to see. Again, the range doesn't trade till 11. So we gotta wait on that. If you want to follow me on social media, if you follow me on YouTube, you'll get a notification when I go live, which again is every morning. Thanks for the likes today. I appreciate it. And if you want more information about the manual alerts or about my auto trading algorithm, you can email me at boldbotllc@gmail.com. You can hit me up on social media. But yeah. Alright, I'm probably going to wrap it up here a few minutes early. I have like a nail in my tire I have to get fixed. And we'll be back tomorrow at 9:15, 9:20. We'll do it all again. Alright guys, have a good rest of your day. Happy Tuesday, August 2nd. And I will see you tomorrow. All right. Bye.